Hi everyone, Savannah here from Savannah Kids. What a beautiful day for a stroll in the park. Oh, and hello there, stick people. How are you? It must be time to sing the story Stickman, written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog.
A stick,
Barks the dog.
an excellent stick, the right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it and fetch it, and then I'll drop it and fetch it and drop it again.
I'm not a stick, why can't you see? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And I want to go home to the family tree. A notice says dogs must be kept on the lead. At last the game's over and Stickman is freed. He sets off for home with a hop and a twirl. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the girl. A stick, cries the girl with a smile on her face. The right kind of blue stick for winning the race. Has everyone got one? Get ready to throw. It's 1, 2, 3, into the river they go. I'm not a bull stick, why can't they see? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And I'm heading away from the family tree. Stickman is floating, he floats on and on. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the swan. A twig, says the swan, this twig is the best. It's the right kind of twig to weave into my nest. I'm not a twig, why can't they see? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And I long to be back in the family tree. The nest is deserted and Stickman is free. He drifts down the river and sails out to sea. He tosses and turns till the frolicking foam washes him up on a beach far from home. Here comes a dad with the spade in his hand. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the sand. A mast, yells the dad, an excellent mast. Hooray, there's a flag on our castle at last. I'm not a mast for a silly old flag, or a sword for a knight, or a hook for a bag. I'm not a pen, I'm not a bow, I'm not a bat or a boomerang, no. I'm Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the snow. Here comes a boy in a warm woolly scarf. An arm for my snowman, he says with a laugh. I'm not an arm, can nobody see? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. Will I ever get back to the family tree? Stickman is lonely, Stickman is lost, Stickman is free. here's a good stick for the fire. Stickman is lying asleep in the grate. Can anyone wake him before it's too late? He dreams of his kids and his stick lady love, then suddenly wakes. What's that noise up above? It starts as a chuckle, then turns to a shout.
Oh ho 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 ho, I'm stuck at me out.
A stuck man, now who could that be? Don't worry, cries Stickman, I'll soon set you free. A scratch and a scrape and a flurry of soot, a wiggle, a jiggle, and out pokes a foot. A shove and a nudge, a hop and a jump, and Santa falls into the room with a thump.
Stickman, oh Stickman, you excellent friend. Thanks a million, thanks without end.
Then Stickman helps Santa deliver the toys to fast asleep girls and to fast asleep boys. Faster and faster they fly through the snow, till Santa says,
Only one chimney to go.
Stick lady's lonely, the children are sad. It won't feel like Christmas without their stick dad. They toss and they turn in the family bed. But what is that clattering sound overhead? Someone is tumbling into their house. Is it a bird or a bat or a mouse? Or could it, yes could it, just possibly be? I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, I'm Stickman, that's me. And I'm sticking right here in the family tree. Yippee! Woohoo! Daddy! Hi everyone, Savannah here from Savannah Kids. Merry Christmas! May the beauty of the holidays warm your spirits. To celebrate, let's sing the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, written by Clement Clark Moore. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Saint Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just
settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Dunder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and Saint Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof, as I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney Saint Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. And I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Hi everyone, Savannah here from Savannah Kids. Merry Christmas! I hope your holiday season is full of peace, joy and happiness.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he would laugh and play just the same as you and me. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was a jolly happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Saviour reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi everyone, Savannah here from Savannah Kids. I hope you've all got your warm coats and jackets ready, because today we're travelling to Antarctica. Let's get ready to face our fears and sing the story Be Brave Little Penguin, written by Giles Andreas and illustrated by Guy Parker Rees.
In the cold Antarctic sunshine, where the icy ocean ends, lived a family of penguins with all their penguin friends. There were fat ones, there were thin ones, there were penguins short and tall, but little penguin Pip-Pip was the smallest one of all. And while the other penguins were out swimming wild and free, little Pip-Pip played alone, too frightened of the sea. Names like Scaredy Pip-Pip sometimes echoed in his ears. He was sad and he was lonely, but he couldn't show his tears. "What's the matter, Pip-Pip?" said his daddy one fine day. "You can't be scared of water. What a silly thing to say." "Be gentle," said his mummy, taking Pip-Pip by the hand. "We all have certain fears that might be hard to understand. Come on, little Pip-Pip, dip your toes in here just so. The water's calm and still, now do it slowly, have a go." "But what if it's so freezing, Mummy? What if I get in and it's just too dark and deep for me? And what if I can't swim? And what if there are monsters there who smell me from their den? And they slither up and eat me, and I'm never seen again?" "I understand, my darling," said his mummy with a kiss. "But Pip-Pip, what if now you try to think of it like this? What if in that water there are friends for you to meet? And what if it is light and warm and full of fish to eat? Take my hand, my darling, you just try it and you'll see. Please trust me, little Pip-Pip, come be brave now just for me." Slowly Pip-Pip made his way toward the water's edge. He stared down at the ocean from the slippery icy ledge. Then he looked back at his mummy, and as his small heart thumped, he closed his eyes and held his breath, and little Pip-Pip jumped. For a while his mommy waited, then she cried out, "Something's wrong. Pip-Pip, please, where are you? You've been underway too long." So she leapt into the ocean, diving deep into the blue. Then suddenly from nowhere came a little voice she knew. "Mummy, Mummy, over here. Hey, Mummy, look at me. I'm swimming, Mummy, swimming. Look, I'm swimming, can you see?" She turned and spinning circles through the water bright and clean, swam Pip-Pip with the biggest smile the world had ever seen. And as she watched her little one right there before her eyes, he burst up through the surface and he soared into the skies. Woohoo!
don't know about flying, but oh my, you've learned to swim.
Then his friends all gathered round as Pip landed with a bump and said,
Sometimes all you have to do is just be brave and
jump.
Hi everyone, Savannah here from Savannah Kids. Are you ready to go into the deep, dark woods? It must be time to sing the story, The Gruffalo's Child, written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler.
The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep dark wood.
Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once,
Said the Gruffalo.
I met him a long time ago. What does he look like? Tell me, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember.
The Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head.
The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire.
One snowy night while the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. A trail in the snow. Whose is this trail and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? Out slid the creature, his eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers, no, none at all.
You're not the mouse, not I,
Said the snake.
He's down by the lake eating Gruffalo cake.
The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild.
I'm not scared.
Said the Gruffalo's child. Marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of a treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Down flew the creature, his tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort.
You're not the mouse.
Ooh, not I, but he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie.
The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild.
I'm not scared.
Said the Gruffalo's child. A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Out slunk the creature, his eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, his whiskers weren't wiry.
You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick,
Said the Gruffalo's child.
But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast.
Wait, said the mouse,
Before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and big.
the Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist.
The big bad mouse, so he does exist.
The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned and said,
Just wait and see.
out came the moon, it was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder.
The big bad mouse,
Yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha, oh, prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored, and the Gruffalo snored and snored.